There we go.
Stop! Oh, sorry.
Why would you do that?
Because that needs to be explained halfway through the video.
Hi guys.
Hi, right. I'm sitting on a pillow. This hurts.
Stop. Destroying my flat. Okay.
Interview time with Cassie Tyler.
Hi.
Basically, I wanted to interview you today because you help so many people in your job, and I'm very inspired. So today, I just wanted to bring it to you because the projects that she runs aren't heard of much. So, don't forget to watch until the end, and I will. There will be some details at the end of the video for more if you would like to go look about this. Okay, everyone. So, so let's just start with a few things. So, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, and where are you from?
England.
Okay, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Tunbridge Wells. I lived in Folkestone for a little bit, but now I'm living back in Tunbridge Wells.
Okay, wonderful. And what is your current job?
I currently work for a charity called Imago. We run various projects that support sort of different people.
And would you mind telling us a few of those projects?
Sure. So the projects that I actually work on are the Young Carers Project, which supports 5 to 18-year-olds. I work on the Kent project, but we also have projects in East Sussex and 3 of the London boroughs. So they're anyone that's between 5 and 18 that is looking after someone at home. That could be a sibling or a parent or a grandparent with a long-term health issue, long-term health condition, physical disability, mental health issues, or even substance misuse. And I also work on our Short Breaks project, which provides respite for children and young people, so 8 to 19-year-olds with mild to moderate disabilities. So a lot of our kids on that are autistic. But we also run other projects for older people. So that's like our Dial to Drive service and Care Navigator services.
Okay. And would you mind telling the viewers what your work means to people? So, like, was there anybody who inspired you to do Imago?
I mean, so I started working at Imago because I was a young carer myself. As you guys probably know, Malachi is blind, which qualifies on our books as a long-term health condition.
Wonderful.
And so that, in turn, made me a young carer, supported by Imago. So they took me on as an apprentice, and I've been there since. I was 17 when I started working there. I think having that kind of background of being a young carer has helped me to support the families that I work with, because I understand what it's like to be in their shoes.
Okay, and obviously young carers isn't heard of much.
No.
So how did you come about young carers?
So I was actually referred to young carers by the Senko at our other brothers and sisters school when Malachi was really quite small. So I was 15 or 14 when I was referred.
Yeah.
So I had no idea that there was support for young carers.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise I was a young carer, which is quite commonly that is the case in most circumstances.
Yeah.
They don't, they're just young carers tend to just be doing what needs to be done. They don't realise that it's a specific thing or that it's any different to anyone else. Yeah.
And if what were your thoughts on when they offered you an apprenticeship?
I mean, it was my first proper job. I work sort of part-time at Halfords, but it was a full-time job, and it was the first kind of real job that I'd had. And at first it was a bit daunting. I remember I wouldn't answer the phone for about 2 months. I'd run a mile. But I think actually working there and, you know, the people around me and the job itself,
Yeah.
my confidence has grown so much.
Yeah. And what would you say the hardest thing is about working with, you know, kids with, you know, like...
Some of the families I work
Yeah.
with, yeah. I mean, obviously I can't go into detail. A lot of the cases we work with, are, you know, some of the cases that we have can be quite tough. It's all quite close to home for me because we've got a lot going on, but I mean, it's so rewarding that it's worth it, but
Yeah.
it can be quite difficult sometimes.
Okay, and what is the easiest thing about your job?
The easiest thing,
Yeah.
I don't think it's an easy job, but I think the people that I work with make it a lot easier to handle. I think
And I guess
yeah.
you're able to go to your friend, like you can talk to someone if you've gone to home visit and it was a bit close
Yeah,
to home.
it's such a supportive place to work. Like, everyone is really supportive.
Yeah. How many referrals would you say you got a month, or don't you know that?
I don't know the exact number. A lot.
Yeah.
I know someone that would be able to tell you the exact number, but
Yeah. But yeah, if you or someone else in your family, like we've talked about, has a moderate disability, or you have a disability, or anything that we've talked about, you can visit imago.community and you can find more details out there.
yeah. So all the information about all of our projects is on our website. It outlines sort of our criteria for each project and what it entails and what the project actually is. But if you have got any questions, then get in touch. Again, all the contact details are on the website. So yeah, it's www.imago, which is imago.community, the full word. Or if you just Google Imago, then it normally is the first thing that comes up. So
Yeah, and thank you so much for joining me today.
no, thanks for having me.
I just feel like it's such a topic that isn't heard of much.
Yeah,
And I just feel like we needed to address it. So
100%.
thank you for joining me, and thanks for taking the time to watch this video.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, guys.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.